혹시 알고 계셨나요? 백조가 물에 뜨기 위해 쉬지 않고 발버둥 친다는 건 새빨간 거짓말이랍니다. 백조는 그 자체만으로도 아름답고 우아한 존재. 저는 백조가 되길 바랬답니다. 누구보다 우아하게 보이고 싶은 건 배우의 본질이니까. 하지만 그건 한때의 착각에 불과했죠. 그때도 그리고 지금도 제가 할 수 있는 건 오로지 가라앉지 않기 위한 발버둥일 뿐. 이젠 알고 있어요. 내가 원하는 게 무엇인지. 모든 이야기를 처음으로 되돌리려면 이 방법밖에 없다는 거려. 모든 것은 각본대로. 당신들은 배우 앞에서 너무 많은 걸 보여줬어요. 비춰라. 예측하고 있었답니다. 배워라. 템포를 살짝 바꿔보죠. 클라이맥스. 그 끝이 비극일지라도. 서막이 오르고 극의 주연들이 단서를 쫓기 시작했습니다. 이걸로 모든 준비는 끝났어요. 암군이요. 당신이라는 시련이 그녀가 선택한 세계를 무너뜨릴 때 비로소 그녀도 자기 자신이 누구인지 깨닫게 되겠죠.
Hey everyone, this is Jake. Today we are going to go and talk about Swan, which is the next Awakening unit that is coming to global server. It should be arriving after the maintenance today, and she is definitely going to be the Awakening character you do not want to miss. So in this video, we are going to go and talk about her kits and other usual stuffs and explain you why I think she is one of the best Awakening unit that exists right now for PVE contents and such. So let's jump into video and talk about it. So let's go and talk about Swan and summarize her kits and such. First of all, she is Awakened SSR support class units. She's a counter type with the deployment cost of 5, so it is pretty similar to Awakened Shinjiya. And she's also ground type movement as well as able to attack the all range. And next we'll talk about her skill kits, and let's go with her passive skill first. She is able to launch an enhanced attack whenever she is affected by skill seal debuff effect. And this enhanced attack can dispel barriers from the enemies, also able to inflict damage taken 15% debuff, which stacks up to 6 times, and this cannot be cancelled out, so that is very good. Another benefit she has with her enhanced attack is that whenever she uses it, she is able to reduce her ultimate skills cooldown by 20 seconds. So overall, whenever she's under skills effect, she is going to be doing a lot of different things. So she can be so-called anti-awakened Urumila counter units, as well as any PvE stage with the skill still. Swan is going to be amazing. With her special skills, she is also able to apply defense shred debuff along with more damage taken amp debuff to the target. More debuff so your party can do more damage against the enemy. Her ultimate skill is very unique, like any character we've seen in the before, because it has a unique mechanic. The unique mechanic is that whenever her ultimate is charged up and ready to be used, Swan and nearby allies become immune to skill seal, so that is a very good thing. And when she casts her ultimate, she will apply more damage taken debuff to the enemies and do some AoE damage, which will knock them down as well. And after using her ultimate skill, she is able to use her enhanced attack again, which allows her to lower her cooldown time even further. So to simply summarize her kit, she is the queen of the debuff units. She is able to apply defense shreds as well as a taken damage amp, which is two most important debuff to do damage throughout PvE contents. And whenever she is under skill seal effect, her cycle is going to be much better due to her enhanced attack, reducing her ultimate cooldown time. So if you have a Swan, you probably don't need additional debuff units because she alone can pretty much do all the useful debuff you need to boost up your damage. When it comes to gear options, Swan is pretty simple. You want to be triggering her skills much as you can to keep applying those debuff skills, so you'll want to be maximizing her skill haste, so cooldown set is going to be the best set option ever. Her damage sadly isn't that impressive, so it can still use Mage's cooldown set if you want, since that's probably the gear a lot of people use on many different characters that requires skill haste. But you can also use something that comes with the damage resistance, so Gordius sets or Hummingbird weapon, stuff like that will definitely work as well, or as well as a relic gear. So trying to focus on stacking up the skill haste, that's going to be the most important part. As long as you get that done with your gears, that's going to be working for her. So let's talk about Swan in PvE Contents. Her debuff allows her to be one of the best units in endgame PvE Contents, but she is also amazing in lower level content as well, because those defense shred as well as damage amp debuff comes really useful and handy throughout pretty much early game content to mid-level game content as well. Raid, co-op bosses, danger close, dimension trimming, and challenge stages, and anything that I can recall. Swan is amazing, because those debuff will always work against the enemies, and it works tremendously. Only situation that I can't see myself using Swan is either supported units are banned in certain situations, or I cannot use awakening units. Other than those two situations, Swan for 5 costs is must-have units throughout PvE Contents in my opinions, because potential she has to boost up your DPS with all the debuff she is able to apply to the target is totally amazing. Not to mention her debuff is uncancelable, meaning they will last for a very long time. So in higher level contents where enemies have a high debuff resistance and such, it wouldn't matter since Swan is able to keep her debuff onto the targets to maximize your damage potential. So after release of the Swan, usually Swan as well as Agnes, those two units are going to be enough as debuff units, and rest of the slots can be filled with more buff units as well as more healers as well as more DPS instead, which will result in even better DPS overall as well. So this is why the reason I highly recommend Swan, because if you have her, you don't have to worry about anything. Just put her into any PvE stages and you will do just fine. So let's talk about Swan Claire in PvP to finish the video off. If you play PvP long enough, you will definitely know how strong and OP Awakened Rudimilla can be with her passive skill, because it's constantly applying skill still beside the other effects she has with her other skills. And Swan can deal with that skill seal debuff effect very well from my experience. If the Awakened Rudimilla keep applying the skill seals to you, you can really do a large amount of damage to the targets because of all the debuff she start to apply to the targets. But outside of that, it's very hard and niche to use a Swan, so you will never really see Swan getting banned at all. And for a global server, I think it'll be probably really similar. So don't hope too much her to be changing meta throughout PvP. I think she is a very good Awakened Rudimilla counter, like I said. Not the perfect one, but she is very good counter, but outside of that usage, she is very niche. I think in the draft mode is a little bit better, because the Swan definitely makes it harder for Rudimilla to perform in the draft mode. So that's one of the main reasons I think we don't really see Awakened Rudimilla being used in draft mode, because whenever they pick Awakened Rudimilla, you'll be like, oh, I'll just put Swan instead, then those slots are kind of wasted. So personally, I think draft mode is where the Swan seems to shine much better than rank mode, and I've been having a lot of fun with the draft mode. It's very addicting and very competitive as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up the video saying, if you are on the fence about Swan, I think she's 100% worth it. You should go for it, and trust me, I don't think you'll regret this units throughout PvE Contents. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. This is Jake. Hope this video gave you some insight about the Swan, and I will see you guys next time with more videos. Thanks for watching.